Hello, hello. Welcome back to the mat, my friends, and welcome to a yoga practice for cold winter days. So, I am lucky enough to be living currently in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, where it is sunny and warm all winter long. But I know that many of you are very much experiencing winter and some cold days. So this practice is for those days where it's just so cold, and as a result, your body starts to feel a bit stiff. So at least for me, I know when I'm cold, I sort of tense up in an effort to feel warmer. And so it leads to just really tense muscles. I start to feel pretty stiff. And so you might be experiencing a little bit of that as well, depending on where you are. So this practice will help to build a little bit of heat, bring some warmth into the body for those cold winter's days. If you have not joined the online tribe, click the link in the description below. Come on in and join us. You'll get access to my resource library of yoga sequences and journaling worksheets, as well as every week's brand new class delivered directly to you. And if you would like to support the channel and the making of more videos like these, please consider joining me on Patreon. That link is also in the description below, and there are various membership tiers that you can join, and each one gets you some awesome goodies from me. So that link is in the description. Come on and join us. For today, there are no prompts that you should necessarily need. As always, if you've got prompts that you'd like to have handy that you know help to enhance your practice, please do have those nearby. Other than that, all you'll need is your yoga mat. Go ahead and unroll your mat, and I'm going to meet you right here in a tall seat. Alrighty, so go ahead and come on into a tall seat. I'm sitting up on a block. Option to do that as well if you'd like. Or you can sit up on a cushion, a pillow, a bolster. Anything to elevate the hips a little bit usually makes sitting on the ground a little bit nicer. The legs can be in any configuration that feels best for you, so you don't have to sit with the legs crossed like this. If you'd like to sit on the shins in hero's pose, truly whatever feels best. Hands resting, again, wherever feels most comfortable. Take a moment to invite the eyelids to close and allow yourself to arrive here on the mat. In this practice, we are going to be bringing some awareness to the center of our beings. So the location of the Manipura chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra, located right at the center of the core. And the element for this chakra is fire. So it's kind of what we're focused on building here. A little bit of heat, fanning that inner flame to help us build some heat. So you can bring a gentle awareness into that space, the center of the core. And you can envision a flame flickering in that space, providing some warmth from the inside. And we'll start to build a bit of heat here with one round of Kapalabhati. So for Kapalabhati breath, we are performing sharp, forceful exhales. The inhales will happen on their own. They're sort of passive. You don't even really have to think about them. You want to inhale and exhale through the nose, so keeping the lips sealed. And the navel is going to pump back towards the spine on each exhale. So it'll look and sound something like this. If you have any blood pressure issues, any vertigo, if you have been feeling at all sort of lightheaded or dizzy, option to skip this entirely, come on into Ujjayi breath, slight constriction at the back of the throat, creating that audible breath. Or you can take it really slowly. So it'll be so option to take that really slow, depending on what you're feeling today. If you're feeling great, ready to go, you can take it really swiftly. If that feels okay for you. So we're just going to come into one round just to kind of get a bit of that heat going. So sitting up really tall, lengthening through the spine. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. Big inhale. And begin. Exhale all the air out. Take a deep inhale. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Notice any sensations that arise for you. You might feel a bit of heat building, a little bit of warmth. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can sort of trap that warmth inside the body by coming into Ujjayi breath. So bringing slight constriction into the back of the throat. You'll really feel the breath as it passes along the back of the throat. It'll create an audible, sort of ocean sounding, sort of whisper-like breath. So you want to make sure that you're hearing the breath both on the inhale and on the exhale. This is a really great breath for retaining heat inside the body. So as we move through our practice today, I'll invite you to keep this breath, keep the heat inside the body. We'll be here for another minute or so with this Ujjayi breath. Keep the Ujjayi breath as you gently open the eyes and go ahead and make your way into tabletop position, hands and knees. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. As you inhale, drop the belly towards the earth. Lift the heart, lift the tailbone. Exhale, puff up the back, press the earth away, round the spine. Inhaling to arch. Exhaling to round. Take 3 more like this. Go ahead and come into a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under. Really press the earth away with the arms. So feel the shoulder blades sort of spread on the back. Pull the navel up towards the spine. Firm up the belly. Keep all of that active. Lift the knees and hover them above the earth just 2 inches. Keep the gaze towards the front edge of your mat. Stay for 1 more breath. And then lower the knees to the earth. Inhale, drop the belly, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine. And then tuck the toes under and make your way into downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet here. Maybe bend the knees. Coming into any movement that speaks to you here. And then finding some stillness in your downward facing dog. On an inhale, go ahead and shift forward into your plank pose. Shoulders over wrists, navel to spine, active legs, gaze towards the front edge of your mat. Really press the earth away. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, bring the knees onto the earth and then lower the torso all the way onto the earth. Bring the arms next to the body, the palms turned down towards the earth. And bring the feet together to touch. And then lifting the feet and the legs up off the earth, reaching shoulder blades back towards each other so much that the chest lifts off the earth. The hands reach back towards the feet, finding your Shalabhasana locust pose. Taking 1 more inhale. And then exhale, release. Stack 1 hand on top of the other. Bring forehead onto the hands. Shake the hips out. And then bringing hands underneath the shoulders. Go ahead and tuck your toes under. Firm up the legs so the knees will lift up off the earth. Make the legs really active. Magnetize the elbows back towards each other really actively. Take an inhale here, firm up the belly, and as you exhale, press up into your plank pose. And then downward facing dog. And go ahead and walk the feet up to the top of your mat. You can keep the feet at hip width distance. And keeping a bend in your knees, let the torso and head hang heavy. You can shake out the head. Yes, no. On an inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen the crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, stay right here. Bring hands to hips. Keep a bend in the knees. Inhale to stand with a flat back. Finding your Tadasana mountain pose here at the top of your mat. As you inhale, go ahead and lift the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold over the legs. Come down into your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, bring the hands to the earth and step back into a strong plank pose. We're going to hold this plank pose here for a few breaths. So gaze to the front edge of your mat. Press the earth away. Feel the shoulder blades spread on the back, navel to the spine, heels reach back, keeping the legs nice and active. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, bring the body all the way down onto the earth. On your inhale, lift up, Shalambhasana. Legs lift, chest lifts. Bring hands onto the earth, and then you can either press back into downward facing dog through bent knees or come back into that plank pose, tucking the toes, firming the belly, magnetizing the elbows, and pressing up to plank, and then downward facing dog. And start to make your way to the top of your mat. On your inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lifting the arms. And exhale, hands into heart center. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold over legs. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen spine. As you exhale, palms to the earth, step back, plank pose. Strong plank, press the earth away. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, lower the body all the way to the earth. Inhale, Shalambhasana. Use the muscles in the back. Find lift in the pose. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, hands onto the earth. Either through bent knees or through your plank pose, make your way back into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. And then seal the lips, come back into your Ujjayi breath. Go ahead and step the right foot in between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. As you feel steady, lift the torso, lift the arms, coming into your high lunge. Really root down through the feet, find length up through the spine. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, twist to the right, opening the arms. Right arm reaches to the back of your mat, left arm reaches forward. Inhale, come back to center, lift the arms. And exhale, twist to the right, open the arms. Inhale, come center. And exhale, and twist right, opening the arms. Inhale to center. And then left heel comes down, open arms and hips for warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, sitting down into the right leg, pressing firmly into the outer edge of the back foot, finding strong arms reaching in opposite directions. And then from here, lift the arms up by the ears. Keep everything else exactly the same. So coming into warrior two with the arms lifted. Now keep the arms by the ears. Keep the legs exactly as they are and begin to lean the torso over the right leg. So you've got to use the obliques here. Inhale, come back up to center. As you exhale, cartwheel hands onto the earth and then step the right foot back, plank pose. Take an inhale. Now as you exhale, option to lower the knees or keep them lifted for Chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Smooth, steady Ujjayi breath. Step the left foot in between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. As you feel steady, lift the torso, lift the arms, find your high lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist left, opening the arms. Inhale, center, lift the arms high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, one more twist to the left. Inhale up to center. Lower the right heel, find your warrior two on the left side. Set up the pose. Heel to arch alignment, strong legs, and then lift the arms up by the ears. So lifting the arms up towards the sky helps to create a little bit more heat. So So you can always incorporate lifted arms into any of your poses if you want to build a little more heat. Now legs stay where they are, arms stay by the ears, and begin to lean the torso towards the front of your mat, keeping the chest open to the side of your mat. Inhale, lift back up to center, and then hands come onto the earth. Take the left foot back. Take a vinyasa here if you'd like it. Option to skip it and head straight into downward facing dog. From here, we're coming into dolphin pose, which is just like your downward facing dog, but with the forearms on the earth. Option to lower one forearm and then the other. If you'd like a bit more of a challenge, see if you can start to bend the elbows towards the body, bringing them both onto the earth at the same time. And then you press the chest back towards the legs, just like downward facing dog. Stay active in the legs. Really press the earth away with the hands and with the forearms. If Pincha Mayurasana is in your practice and you'd like to go for it, feel free. If you have no idea what I'm talking about or how to get there, stay right where you are. Go ahead and bring the knees onto the earth. Seat to feet, forehead to the mat. Find child's pose. Bring the hands back towards the feet. And then gently begin to lift the torso. Shift the hips over to one side. Bring the legs around in front of you. And go ahead and come onto your back. Bringing the soles of the feet flat onto the earth. So set yourself up like you would for bridge pose. And make sure you've got space overhead for your arms to come up overhead as you're lying on your mat. So set everything up like you would for bridge pose. You should be able to graze the backs of your heels with your middle fingers. Feet are right underneath the knees and they are parallel. We're going to take 5 bridge waves. So what we're going to do is as we inhale, we're going to lift the hips up towards the sky and at the same time lift the arms up overhead and tap them onto the earth overhead. And then on the exhale, we're going to lower the arms and lower the hips. And we'll take that 5 times. Here we go. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower. 2 more like this. And then allow the knees to drop to either side for a few moments. Windshield wiper the legs. And then go ahead and hug the knees in towards the chest, squeezing them in here. And then drop both knees over to the left, keeping right shoulder on the earth, maybe bringing the gaze over towards the right side. Lifting knees through center, take them over to the other side, keeping left shoulder on the earth. Gaze can come to the left side if that feels okay. lifting back up to center. Come on into a happy baby, taking hold of inside or outside edges of the feet and pulling the feet towards the earth. Maybe a gentle rock side to side. If there are any final movements that your body is craving before you find stillness in Shavasana, feel free to pause the video and take whatever that is. If you are ready for Shavasana, come on with me. Extend the legs long. If you'd like to grab a blanket to place over your body to keep you nice and warm, keep that heat within, feel free to do that as well. A blanket for Shavasana can be quite nice. Once you are all settled here, arms next to the body, the palms turned up towards the sky, go ahead and take a big breath in, filling up the belly. And open the mouth and let it go. Invite the eyelids to close. Allow yourself to be fully supported. Allowing yourself to fully release. To fully surrender into this final pose. And if you have more time for Shavasana, please do stay. Otherwise, start to bring some gentle movement into fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Extend the arms long overhead and take a nice long stretch. And bring the soles of your feet flat onto your mat and turn on to the side of your choice. Using the top hand to help press you up, make your way into a comfortable seat. And sitting up nice and tall, rooting down through the sitting bones, crown of the head lengthening towards the sky. And bringing the palms to touch at heart center and bowing the head gently towards the hands in a gesture of gratitude. And gratitude for this practice and for the breath and body that allow you to move through it. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in this practice today. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me here in this practice for cold winter days. I hope you are staying warm. Have yourself a nice hot cup of tea or cocoa, and stay warm out there. I will meet you right back here on the mat next time.